The corporate world is by far the most economically and environmentally impactful block on the planet. Short of a mass redistribution of that power and impact, voluntary corporate action is essential to the preservation of the biosphere, meeting our climate goals, and protecting human and animal rights. I believe it is the duty of corporate sustainability teams to drive sustainability goals into the operational and commercial success of business. But is corporate sustainability realistic? Do companies really believe in it? And why is it so hard to deliver? Today, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 hard truths of corporate sustainability: that it is imperfect, that it must deliver business success, and the integration of sustainability goals into our business will take many, many years. But I want us all to remember, corporate sustainability is winning, and we must not despair. Many say that leaving the most important issues of our time to profit-led businesses is a public policy failure. They say sustainability is far too important an issue to be left to the whims and biases of the market. I'm sorry to tell you, everyone, this is not Star Trek, and we do not have the United Federation of Planets to define growth and equity. What we do have is the corporate world, and we can use the best of it. The knowledge we've gained, the ambition we share, and the criticism we've earned, and turn it all into a burning platform for change. Before we go into the truths, I want to just define for you what corporate sustainability is, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Corporate sustainability is a transformation program. It is there to change a business, its operational and commercial models from an unsustainable position to one that delivers sustainable results. Now, this includes climate change and greenhouse gases, but it also includes water consumption, waste, affected communities, human rights, nature, biodiversity, and the impact on our people and their families. It isn't, as some describe it, the conscience of the business. Corporate sustainability is not conscience. It is an engine of transformation that drives sustainability goals into the operations of business. That's really important to remember, because it's within operations that the true delivery of sustainability is done. People like me in sustainability roles, we tend to guide, advise, and gently chastise the ops teams when they do naughty things, but it's all through the operations. So here is the first truth. Corporate sustainability isn't and won't ever be perfect. If we want corporations to change, to be more sustainable, we must accept an imperfect journey of change. Sometimes we'll have to choose the less sustainable solution. Sometimes we have to work with sectors with lower environmental standards. What we need are consistent improvements over time, more than we need perfect answers, because they may never come. Which leads me to the second truth. It must deliver for our businesses. Corporate sustainability people like me hate to hear this. We have to commercialize sustainability. And you're all sitting there in front of me thinking, but Nick, isn't it enough just to do the right thing because it's the right thing? I think sometimes we feel bad when we say it can be profitable to be sustainable. But the reality is it must deliver for our business success, which means it must be profitable. And it will only be profitable if our customers pay for it, which means it must deliver for them too. And it needs our salespeople on side to sell it successfully. And the third truth is this. The sustainable transition will take many, many years. Good change can be really slow. While the transition has been underway for 20 years, it will continue to be underway far, far into the future. But we cannot give up now, even when there's short-term impacts, no matter how frustrating, because it's right now that the energy transition is truly being embedded into our businesses and society. Corporate people like me know there is no way back to diesel and coal. They have no future. So then if these are the truths, what are the solutions? How can we change our businesses and also get corporations to deliver what we need? How can we protect our planet, meet our commercial goals, and also meet the ever-rising expectations placed upon us? Well, first, we must not just accept the imperfect, we must embrace it. We cannot turn companies built on a century of fossil fuels into green solutions overnight. Now, that does not mean we accept willful destruction, and it doesn't mean we allow companies to go back on their goals. If anything, companies are now being held to an ever higher standard, and commitments are becoming legally binding with serious consequences for failure. What it does mean is the transition will be bumpy. It's going to be like a big game of snakes and ladders. Sometimes we'll be climbing and succeeding. Other times we'll be slipping, failing, and falling back. But businesses must and will keep trying. And when businesses fail, trying to do the right thing, we must be forgiving. Companies fail and people fail. But it's through our failures that we learn the most. On the second truth, we need to make sustainable solutions pay back for us. Some of the biggest engines of change in the world have been through capitalism, innovations in investment, and businesses driving change to make a profit. Now, many of us have benefited from this. More comfortable lives, new technology, better health, but we've also suffered. We're suffering now from climate change and from the destruction of the natural world. So we need to evolve our measures of success. We need to evolve our measures of success. We need to include financial goals alongside environmental and social goals. We need a model that integrates finance and sustainability, that proves sustainable solutions pay back for us, both in terms of money and value for the planet. And how to address this last truth, that it takes years and years. Companies that set their science-based targets in 2015 or 2016 to be delivered in 2030 or 2040 are now moving their goals because they never began the transformations of their business when they made their commitments. Many of them made these commitments in good faith, on a moonshot commitment, but they never made moonshot investments. In 1962, JFK set the first moonshot, as we know, not because it was easy, but because he wanted to drive the technology, science, money, and belief of a nation towards a single goal. Transitioning our businesses needs the same vision and planning. I want you to listen to exactly what JFK said. It's my favorite speech. I love it. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to measure and organize the best of our skills and energies. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one that we are unwilling to postpone, and one that we intend to win. He was not just talking about building rockets, he was talking about belief. He was talking about being uncompromising in the pursuit of a better future. He was talking about taking on the hardest challenge of the century because it mattered. Now, I believe in our corporate sustainability goals. I believe in pursuing uncompromising in the pursuit of a better future. And I believe in choosing to take on the hardest challenge of a century because it matters. Corporate sustainability can be our moonshot moment too. It's messy, it's imperfect, and there's heavy, heavy gravity pulling us back. But with vision, imagination, and belief, we can land this mission too. Thank you.